Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps. Commissioner Greco Belgica, kasama na natin si PACC Commissioner Greco Belgica. Good morning, sir.
Good morning and happy birthday, Ma'am Yusek Rocky. Um, Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here. Today we will be conducting, in compliance with the orders of the President to eradicate corruption, we will conduct investigations and lifestyle check against the top officials of the agencies to witness. The agencies include the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, and it has recently submitted their SALN to us during our meeting with General Manager Garma last week. The Bureau of Customs, that will begin with the 64 custom employees and the few more to come, hundreds more to come. The Bureau of Internal Revenues, we have already arrested, filed cases against 13 officials from the Bureau of Internal Revenues, and we will be conducting a full-blown investigation. Kasi po, ang mga kasong nahuli namin sa kanila, paulit-ulit, iisang kaso. The problem really is not just the people, but it is the system. So, we will be conducting a full-blown investigation on the office. Number 3 and number 4, we will be including sa lifestyle check po ang DENR and DPWH among its top officials. We will include district engineers, RDOs, undersecretaries, because complaints have piled up in our office against these people. So we will begin with the lifestyle check. I'm sure after the lifestyle check, as it happened with PCSO, magsasanga-sanga pa po ang information na makukuha namin. Ganun din po, magsasanga-sanga ang investigasyon. In this regard, we are encouraging the public to help us by reporting any illegal activities being committed by government officials. Marami na pong, this is the meeting that we had last week after the President's announcement of stopping all PCSO operations with General Manager Garma. In this, this was conducted in his office by, with me is Executive Director, PAC's Executive Director Doy Bringas. I was asking for the SALN here. It was a closed-door meeting. She submitted 15 SALNs, and in the course of the discussion, narinig po namin yung iba pang mga issues sa mga palaro, mga kulang na pagsusumite ng entrega sa gobyerno, issues ng kontrata, issues ng violations ng IRR. So sinupi na po namin lahat ng mga dokumento, lahat ng kontratang pinasok, lahat ng IRRs, ang kanilang IRRs, lahat ng board resolutions na ipinasa upang matingnan kung ang gobyerno ba ay nalugi sa mga pinasok na transaksyon at kung meron bang mga na-violate na batas. Sila po ay pasasagutin at ang amin pong recommendation na ipapasa po namin sa Pangulo at sa Ombudsman for the criminal aspect of the case. We would also like to commend and acknowledge the officials from the agencies who have voluntarily submitted themselves to undergo lifestyle check, such as the top officials of DOTr under the leadership of Secretary Arthur Tugade. Siya po mismo ang sumulat sa akin at nagsabi, imbestigahan mo ang lahat ng aking mga kawani na umahawak ng pwesto, tao at pondo right after the successful entrapment operations that we conducted with the ARTA, I think 2 weeks ago, where we arrested a fixer who has amassed 20 million pesos for the 470 to 800 million peso scam in LTFRB with regards to getting franchise and reservations dun po sa TNVS. Yun po, in a as response to the successful and rapid operation, Secretary Artugade immediately removed the cashiers from the main LTFRB office and changed the security agency and requested a lifestyle check against all his people. Yesterday, we had the coordination meeting and they are preparing the SAL-ends of his officials. It will be submitted to the PACC hopefully this week. Second, we would like to announce we have formed a super response team of PACC, ARTA, and 8888. We have all now come together to receive reports against corruption, red tape, and to address the concerns and hold accountable erring officials. Yung problema po noon kasi when we report sa 8888, yung 8888 when they begin to submit the tickets to the agencies concerned and people concerned, there are agencies that do not respond. So with ARTA, the agencies and people that does not respond will be investigated, and if evidence warrant, cases will be filed against them. This is a coordination meeting that we did with the PNP. I will discuss in a while. And for officials that fall under salary grade 26 and up, that will be given to PACC for proper investigation and submission to the President and Ombudsman. So, ang ating po mga kababayan ay makakaasa na marirespondehan at matitingnan mabuti ang kanilang mga inire-report na mga pagpapatagal sa proseso ng gobyerno, mga korupsyon ng mga opisyal. At sinisigurado ko po sa inyo na yung mga nagsasabi na malakas-malakas sila at hindi sila hukaya ay wala hong katotohanan dahil kaibigan akong kaibigan, kakilala ng mga kilala, tumulong na sa kampanya kung tumulong. But if you get involved in corruption, hiwa-hiwalay po talaga tayo. Yan po lagi sinasabi ng ating Pangulo at ni Senator Bongo. Kami pong dalawa mismo magbibigay nito sa Pangulo para for his disposition. It is also our concern not just to hold erring officials and offices accountable, but to propose systemic reforms. As I've said sa BIR po, 13 na ang aming na-aresto, napasuspinde, at nakasuhan. Sama-sama na po. And they don't seem to be changing systems. They are, just continuing with the old systems. Kaya ang huli po namin nagva-vary. There are the last arrest that we did was the amount of 75 million pesos together with the NBI and just before the SONA. And it is again the same case, settlement na ginagawa, i-charge nila and then pasisettle nila and then sisingilin nila mas mababa. Pero halos 1% hanggang sa 4% na lang ang papasok sa gobyerno. Ganun po. Plus the controversial video, I was asked yesterday about the controversial video that was viraling sa Facebook. I had the opportunity to ask directly the person involved and she denied allegations. However, we will go through formal investigations about it dahil kung hindi siya, sino po. On the first coordination meeting between PACC and ARTA and 8888 held last July 30, 2019, the team has agreed to enter into a framework of operational partnership within which we shall establish collaborative efforts to prevent, combat, and eliminate corruption in all aspects of public administration. This will ensure swift and smooth processing of all complaints from all over the country. On the second coordination meeting held in August 8, 2019, the team held another coordination meeting with the top 5 agencies mentioned by the President during the SONA, namely LTO, SSS, BIR, LRA, and Pag-ibig. The said agencies were required to present reasons for the mounting complaints, their most problematic transaction, choke points, and solutions and actions to remedy the foregoing, and grievance mechanism in resolving complaints from the public. We will have another coordination meeting in 1 or 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks from now, for them to present resolutions, how to address the problems that we all talked about last week. We will also be inviting agencies in government that, like the DAP, to brief us and brief them of systemic reforms that they can use for their agencies. As I've said during the meeting, the coordination meeting was conducted not to hear justifications from them, but to receive resolutions to solve their problems, because the President will not accept justification and would want to see cases resolved in these agencies. And that goes for all government. It was concluded there that there's a lot to improve, as everyone is still in the process of developing a better and more efficient way of addressing complaints appropriately. This will not, however, bar my office to conduct investigation should they fail to comply with the directive of the President to ensure the efficient delivery of government service to the people. We would like to help improve our government processes because we believe that it is incumbent upon government officials to make the lives of every Filipino comfortable. This is the reason why we are proposing systemic and policy changes in all government process, because we believe that each requirement in government related to transaction is an opportunity for a corrupt official to corrupt a little. In the coordination meeting that we did, we tagged them for the numerous and multiple requirements that they are putting in their offices for a person to secure clearances, permits, or whatever they have to offer, because we reminded them, and we would also like to reiterate that every requirement is an opportunity for corruption. So in the directive of the President to simplify, streamline, we would like to really emphasize to the agencies, especially for economic-related and business-related agencies, na kung pwedeng isa lang ang hingin natin. Dahil as you add requirements, if you have 3 requirements, then that's 3 opportunities for corruption from the government official. That's why simplification and automation is really the future that we would be seeing. And lastly, we have formed an ad hoc committee and called Project USIG, which will be tasked to conduct the lifestyle checks against corrupt government officials, personnel, and the filing of corresponding charges against them. My office, the PACC, will be working with the NBI, CIDG, NICA, and AMLAC to pursue the lifestyle check and the investigations that we have laid down for ourselves. Let it be known that we will show no mercy against corrupt officials. We will file cases. We will make it go through the process. And at the same time, we will recognize and acknowledge offices and agencies that are really working very hard and meeting the target of the President for us to give a better, comfortable lives for our people. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, MPC questions? Naka-live streaming din tayo sa PCOO, RTVM, PTV, PIA, RP1, PNA, The Pressor, PACC, Truth and Justice Coalition, Anti-Red Tape Authority at FB Greco Belgica page. Questions, MPC? Tina Mendez. Siya po yung presidente ng Malacañang Press Corps, si Tina Mendez.
Magandang umaga, Miss President.
Tina Mendez lang po from Philippine Star. Good afternoon, sir. Si Presidente, sa speech niya last week sa PNP, he said na yung mga retired police generals na kung meron silang franchise ng STL at wala namang intimidation or any illegal activities, parang pabayaan nyo na sila. How does the PACC view this, the President's statement in relation to the ongoing investigation on corruption sa PCSO?
Ang sabi ng Pangulo po, yun ang masusunod. At malinaw po ang kanyang sinabi na kung wala naman silang ginagawang illegal activities, pabayaan natin sila. Pero kung meron silang ginagawang illegal activities na makikita po natin sa ating investigasyon, madadamay po sila.
Pero right now, meron na po ba kayong audit on how many retired police generals have applied or na merong mga franchise of STL? Do you need to review all these franchises to determine kung at one point or during operations, ginagamit nila ang impluensya nila regarding sa STL operation?
Makikita po natin yan sa mga darating na investigation dahil sinubpi na po namin ang lahat ng kontrata na binigay ng PCSO, sino nakakuha ng mga franchise. So lalabas po mga pangalan nila ron at makikita rin po natin ang kanilang yung mga sinumite nilang mga entrega na sa gobyerno. At makikita po natin kung nilugi ba nila or and then kung nilugi, sila ba ay pinanagot ng PCSO or hindi. So makikita po natin lahat yan. Sinupinan na po namin yan dun sa meeting namin ni General Manager Garma.
Kumusta naman po yung pag-respond ng STL? How many operators are involved?
Hindi pa ho dumarating yung submission ng mga contracts na hiningi namin. Pero sabi ho ni General Manager Garma, she will be 100% cooperative with the investigation. She will be very honest and very open. And yun din po ang ating panawagan sa ibang siguro board of director dyan na meron ding mga nalalaman and who wants to come clean. They can also help in the investigation. Kahit na siguro hindi board of director, kahit na sino na lang po. Dahil ang amin pong investigasyon po ay gagawin ay masinsin at we will allow the acts to follow ever it should.
When do you expect compliance in the target at least month o matapos yung investigation, sir? Thank you.
Siguro po complied ng PCSO dyan in 1 or 2 weeks para ho sa mga kontrata. Yung iba nakuha na namin, dinownload na lang po namin yung charter, yung IRR. Pero yung mga kontrata, meron na rin kami nakuha ang ilang mga kontrata binigay ng mga concerned citizens. With regards to lifestyle check, matapos po namin siguro yan within 2 to 3 months dahil ang mga records nila na amin pong sinumpi na rin sa mga agencies ay iniipon na po ng mga agencies para isumiti ho sa amin. Dahil ang lifestyle, marami po gaya ng minention ko kanina mga agencies, dagdagan pa ng DPWH at DNR. So, yun po, medyo marami-rami po yung mga dokumento.
Thank you, Tina. Arian, ABS-CBN Online.
Good morning, sir. Sir, si PCSO board member Sandra Cam, in a previous interview, she said that she's ready to bear evidence daw po against corrupt PCSO officials. Has your office invited her to discuss itong mga sinasabi niya pong evidence?
No, we have not invited her. But she will be allowed to submit the evidences to us, to the President, to the Ombudsman, and we will welcome that po. She was the first one to call out corruption in PCSO, if I remember, before even long before the President appointed General Manager Garma. So we are interested to hear what she has, not to take it as the truth, but to investigate and allow it to go through the process.
But sir, does your office have any plans to formally ask for these documents na sinasabi niya po?
Now that you mentioned it, I will, ma'am.
Kailan po?
Later after our press meeting, I will issue a letter kagad. In fact, attorney, please issue a memo and request board member Sandra Cam to submit the documents that she has been talking about in the media.
Okay, sir. Clarify lang, sir. Yung lifestyle check po na sinasabi niyo matatapos in 2 to 3 months, does this include PCSO or for all of the agents?
PCSO muna.
PCSO po yung 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Okay po.
Unahin natin ang PCSO.
And then yung the rest of the government agencies po like BIR, DNR na sinasabi niyo pong iniimbestigahan, how long po yung investigation on this
Each
po?
department, bigyan nyo kami ng mga 2 hanggang 3 buwan. Kada department. Kasi po,
So sir, bale for like October, PCSO pa lang po yung matatapos po natin?
tapusin natin ng PCSO in 2 months or 3. Kasi hirap din yung mga like LTO. Hirap din po silang magsumiti sa amin nung mga rehistro ng mga sasakyan dahil minsan yung middle name mahalaga eh. Kunyari, Greco Belgica, meron palang 2 pala kami. Isa lang naman ang Greco Belgica pero baka merong Greco something Belgica. So hinahanap nila yung middle name. So yun po, meron mga bumalik sa aming mga tanong, ano raw po yung middle name. So doon lang po nagkakaroon ng proseso. But General Galvante last week submitted to us what do you call this, registrations, certified true copies registration of one agency that we asked for. So we're expecting for him to submit LTO registration of PCSO this week.
And sir, last question na lang po. Is PCSO board member Sandra Cam included in your lifestyle check?
Yes, ma'am. Everyone will be included kasi po lahat ng humawak ng pwesto noong simula ng pag-upo ng ating Pangulo na sabihin niya massive corruption, everyone will go through the investigation po.
Okay sir, thank you po.
Okay, Chona Yu, Radyo Inquirer.
Sir, President Duterte said last week that there are 10 PCSO officials who are involved in corruption. Did he give you the names for you to investigate?
I have a copy of the names, but our own record, in our own record, we have 15. So we will investigate the names that the President, I don't know if this is the names that the President had, but I have a copy from Malacañang.
Can you give us the names?
No, I can't because it's undergoing investigation. And mine, sinama ko na po, kaya 15. I ended up with 15 to start with.
And how high po yung rank ng PCSO officials?
Lahat po sama ron from chairman down to the board members. Tapos meron pang mga managers, general AGMs, ganun.
Sir, ulit lang yung chairman. Yung chairman kasama sa...
Lahat po ng board, lahat po yun isasama namin sa investigation.
Joseph?
So yung 10 na sinasabi mo, that includes GMs?
No, lifestyle checks.
Good.
Tama ka
Kasi
rin.
yun yung clarification
Not the
namin.
name.
Kasi, alright, so 10 na hawak mo, sir, na names. Ano yung
I
mga...
have 15 names.
15. Alright, yung 15 mo includes the president's 10 names, right? Okay. Would you be able... Pwede ba yun? Pwede mo bang i-reveal yung rank na highest without revealing the name?
Ilan ba ang GM, tsaka chairman, tsaka board member? Hindi na sir, basta sa lifestyle check po, bukod dun sa pangalan na hawak ni Pangulo po, investigasyon po yun plus lifestyle check. Yung sa aming lifestyle check po, inumpisahan namin sa taas, pababa. So, plus yung mga pangalan na nandun sa listahan ni Presidente na wala naman sa board, sinama na ho namin sa lifestyle check.
Okay, so the 10 to 15 names include GM? Or
Yes. Yung former.
former GM?
Yeah, we can't include Garma because I think she has not even finished 1 month in her office. So kung lifestyle check na insignificant wealth o increase ng wealth, wala ho tayong makikita.
So aside from the former GM, who else, sir?
Lahat na po yun.
Can we just para galing sa inyo lang yung...
Lahat na po yun, sir. Ayoko na pangalanan, pero lahat po na nasa board, isasama na natin dahil ang dahilan po dyan, they pass board resolutions, they approve franchises, they create policies, and these policies we realize na are, is what sets guidelines for corruption, for defrauding government. So we want to check the board resolutions if it complied with the IRR and the result of the resolutions against the operations. It has to be clear, sir, that even if we shut down PCSO, illegal gambling will not stop. So there are two problems. One is PCSO corruption, because the intention of PCSO is to create a charity fund for the poor, and through regulated gaming. But however, the corruption in the operation is of another matter. So magkaiba ho yun. Can I just discuss? This is the coordination meeting that happened between first coordination meeting happened between PACC 8888 and ARTA, where we concluded to come together to form the super response team against corruption and red tape of the president po. This happened last July, and 2 weeks later, we had our second meeting as I've discussed. Opo. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Sir, pa-describe lang ng, you mentioned that some of these 10 and 15 created mga resolutions and mga policies that kind of paved the way for corruption. No? Can you illustrate how? Because ang naririnig namin kay Presidente is that remittance lang. Ibig sabihin yung mga STL, they get
Operations po yan. Yan po yung
sa
sinasabi ko,
operations.
sir, kanina. Sa operations, di may remittance. No?
Correct,
So,
correct.
allegedly, sir, these are informations that I've gathered. Ang STL, ID ng wedding.
That's right.
Other people has comments. Basta yun lang pong naririnig ko. And they can deny whatever. It will go through investigation. Now, operations po yun. Ang PCSO creates policies through board policies to conduct operations that has to these policies and board resolution has to confer with the IRR. Pagka you violate that, masama po yun. You shortcut that, masama po yun. Then now you destroy the entire systems of checks and balance. Now you destroy, now who can check who? So, when concentrated power is created, then you know that the agency and the operation is open for corruption. Bawal po yun. Yun.
Would you be able to quantify at this point how much yung At halimbawa, yung remittance na hindi binalik sa gobyerno.
Hindi ko siguro mabigay yung exact figure, pero just from the meeting, there are games that delivers, in one place lang, 50 million a day. It's daily for just one game. So, hindi pa ho yun ang deliverable sa buong Pilipinas na supposedly papasok lang sa gobyerno. So, pagka in-undercut nyo po yun, then that's a lot more money. If a government is supposed to receive 30% of gross operations, but you underdeclare your collection, then baka 1%, 10% na lang mapasok sa gobyerno kung swerte pa.
Yung 30%, sir, that's under the law, no? I mean,
Di lang malinaw, sir, kasi hindi pa tapos ang investigation. We're still going
but how
through.
much are they supposed to return to the government as kita?
Yun nga po yun po ang i-determine natin sa IRR. Ilan ba talagang sinabi ng IRR? Tapos
Maliwanag.
ilan ang mga kinokolekta? Kasi I am not familiar with gaming. So we will have to study the rules and bring in experts na diyan to help us analyze and come up with concrete findings and conclusions. So, sir, that's what I'm saying. If government is supposed to receive 30%, and then you issue a board resolution that issues less, or that allows the players to give less, so they have to answer that.
Sir, last na lang, just so I don't misinterpret, no?
Sige, sir.
You're investigating 10 to 15 names that includes the former GM and the present board?
Present board.
Okay. And the reason why is that they have created, referring to the former GM and the present board, resolutions and rules that paved the way for corruption.
No, sir. Okay. We're investigating these people because they have been tagged to have questionable transactions. One. Number two, we are investigating because the president announced that there is massive corruption in PCSO. Number three, sirs, these 15 names came up for two reasons. One, they have been popular, news or informations about them, unverified and verified. Their names have kept on coming up. And number two, they've held very critical and important positions. They are decision makers. Number three, they have held powerful offices that allows them discretion and power to decide who and what to give. And yun. So these are the basic reasons that we have included them. However, after the meeting with General Garma, and I am sure as the investigation role, more names will come up because we will now discover really the persons involved, the powers that they exercise, and the possible mishandling of their offices that they have created. So we will go into that detail to submit a conclusive recommendation to the President po, and to the people, of course.
Sige, sir, muna.
Ina Andolong, CNN Philippines, to be followed by Rose Novenario.
Hi, sir. Sir, just to clarify, kasi yung sinasabing 10 from the President, he said
Ano, ma'am?
10.
10.
The 10 PCOSO officials. There seemed to be already a conclusion back then because the President is supposed to announce these names because they are corrupt. So, eto now, the investigation's results are still pending. Ano ba, may initial investigation ba that prompted that earlier pronouncement from the President?
The President has access to more reports than any of us, ma'am. He gets reports not just from PACC but from he gets report directly from people. So yun po yun. So if concluded na po if the President announces the names, then our investigation is finished. If the names that will not be mentioned are on our table, then the investigation will continue. Opo. But then the 15 names that we have now will all go through lifestyle check. And if evidence warrant and information comes out that there are evidences na would point to their corruption, then another investigation will be conducted on that matter.
Sir, so 15 sa PCSO, but again, as you mentioned, you're looking at several other agencies. How many officials are you looking at?
DOTr, the whole department, has asked to be investigated voluntarily. No. Dami po. We'll start with the higher official.
You don't have an estimate, like 100 officials from all these agencies?
Estimate ko, ma'am. Siguro maikli tayo sa 200.
At least. At
Hindi
least
ho, hindi
200,
naman.
sir.
Oh, hindi naman lahat ng agency na po 'yon kasi Customs, DPWH, DNR, BIR siguro, RDOs, DE pa lang, ang dami na ho nun. So umpisa natin sa taas, then let's go down further.
Okay. Sir, about
Hindi naman sir, siguro tapos sila lahat by this year tapos lahat yan.
this year. Sir, yung agencies naman po with, as you mentioned, mounting complaints regarding yung long procedures nila when it comes to permits and clearances. You said that you told them na kung pwedeng isa na lang ang requirement for these procedures. Is that a strict policy?
No ma'am, that is a recommendation on my part.
Okay.
To simplify process. I've always talked about this with my friends na we should have a one requirement policy.
Okay.
Ibig sabihin, as much as possible, you stick to one and as close to one kung kakayanin.
Okay.
Because medyo naging ugali po rito sa atin yung gaya ng ID. Lahat talaga ng opisina ng gobyerno, hihinga ka ng ID. Isang impormasyon naman na nakalagay. So, every requirement is an opportunity for corruption. So, this is just a reminder and a thought that I'd like to give the regulators. It is beyond my jurisdiction as PCC Commissioner, but I am not barred to recommend systems changes to the President, and it is in his discretion to adopt it or not po. Pero these are systems that will help really stop or control corruption. Kasi if every requirement you ask from a person sa isang tao, mahirap to, wala ka na to, pero padaliin natin yan, ganito lang yan. So ganun din yun, the one requirement, all you need is a fixer.
Yung suggestion ninyo, sir, is for the so-called simple transactions. Is that right? Just to be clear.
Lahat po kung pwede.
Even the complex ones, which usually take about 20 days?
Pagka sinimplify po natin yan, wala nang complex.
Okay.
So ma'am, this will be discussed and has been discussed during the coordination meeting. So doon po sa mga offices na nandun, sila na po ang dapat mag-isip. Dahil ang malinaw na mandato at utos ng Pangulo, huwag pahirapan ng tao, pasimple ng transaksyon. And if government will not have a change of mind on how systems must work, hindi masosolve yan kasi laging isip, itong requirement eh. Yun. So, we have to adjust and say, nasabi ni Presidente, simple yan. So, ano ba mga requirements dyan ang hindi naman talaga necessary?
Thank you, sir.
Yun po. Yes, ma'am.
Rose Sabinario to be followed by Raymond, then Chris and Tina. Last na tayo kay Tina.
Hi sir, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Ilan na po yung nairekomenda ng PACC na file ng kaso sa ombudsman? Ano po yung agency na may pinakamarami kayong natuklasang may korupsyon? At ongoing, meron na po bang naisampa sa Sandigan Bayan based po dun sa nirecommend yung filean po ng kaso?
2,500 cases has reached PACC. 1,000 of them has been charges has been filed, has been acted upon. 1,200 of them are cases that had no evidence. Meron kasi mga 1-2 kasi meron po mga mabuti na rin po na-raise up niyo, ma'am. We are evidence-based. Pagka mga report, pakitingnan si ganito o allegedly ganito. So wala ho tayong magawa doon. Maliban, the most that we can do, sige nga, sagutin mo to. But if the officer denies it and we don't have evidence, then wala hong mangyayari sa kaso yun. Case closed po actually ang tawag doon. Naisampa na po sa ombudsman yung pinakamarami yung customs, sumunod BIR, complaints sa DPWH and DNR. Yan po ang mga lagi na encounter or madami na encounter because these are, yung office talaga po nila is involved in projects, collecting, ganun.
Sir, meron po kayong figure kung ilan na yung narekomendahan yung file ng kaso sa ombudsman?
Sa ombudsman, siguro, ang naisampa namin, so I don't have the exact figure, pero sa office ko lang po, siguro, ilan yung mga 40? 40? Mga 40.
Sir, may umusad na sa Sandigan Bayan? Wala pa.
Wala na ho eh. Pagdating ho sa ombudsman, wala na ho kaming magagawa. It's their exclusive jurisdiction to conduct their own investigation po. We can only file cases with them and file cases to the President first. And mas mabilis po sa Pangulo dahil administrative case namin. Pag sinubo po namin, tiningnan ng Pangulo, sa kanya ho, sibak eh.
Ilan na po yung napasibak ng PACC sa Pangulo?
Napasibak. Ma'am, I don't know the exact figure right now, pero less than 100. Kasi meron pong mga ask to resign eh. Pero yeah, basically meron mga nai-report kami na meron po kami mga nai-report na pinasususpindi namin, and then the President asked him to resign dahil nakita ng Pangulo na wala nang pag-uusapan dito. Ganun.
Sir, ano po yung pinakamataas na posisyon ng official
Asked to
na
resign?
nai-recommenda nyong sibakin?
Merong cabinet, meron kaming USEC, meron kaming ASEC. Ayoko na pong manghiya ng tao. Ayoko manghiya ng tao. Tapos na po yan eh. Doon na lang tayo sa future, mas maganda. Mas marami. Oo nga po. Cabinet wala naman ngayon. As of now, ako na iniimbestigahan na cabinet. Wala na po. Wala na talaga.
Natanggal na daw po yung cabinet na allegedly.
Filing cabinet. Tanggal po yun. Yung narekomenda.
Okay. Raymond Tenasa, microphone
Kay,
please.
pag natapos ang investigasyon, malaman natin.
Raymond.
Dito pala si Sandra Cam eh.
Sandra Cam daw po yun.
Ayun pala. Ma'am, yung ebidensya, okay na.
Sir, di
Yes,
ba
sir.
kasabi nyo nun kasama si former GM Balutan sa imbestigahan?
Hindi ko sinabi, pero wala namang iba eh.
Oh. Kasi meron siyang sinabi na dati na he was forced to resign or to move out dahil hindi niya masikmura yung parang hinihingi o pinagagawa sa kanya. Kasama ba sa imbestigahan ito?
Kung sasabihin niya sa amin na yun at magpa-file siya ng kaso, hindi sasama namin.
So kasama yung outside PCSO na mga opisyal o mga individual who are exacting or milking from PCSO.
No? Sasama po natin. Pagka inallege nila po yan, sasama natin.
Pero may idea kayo yung, di ba, yung mga nasa labas yung nanghuhut-hut, sumisip-sip din sa pundo ng PCSO? Aside from yung nasa loob mismo ng PCSO.
Oo. Yan nga po yung sinasabi ko. Iba ho yung PCSO corruption tsaka yung operations. That's two different matters. Sir, talaga dahil ang dami-daming pera dyan eh. Oo.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris and then Tina. Last na si Chona.
Sir, follow-up ko lang dun sa question ni Ina kanina about the permits and requirements na sinasabi niya na mapabilis. Sir, kasi it's a public knowledge na marami pong mga nagbibigay ng regalo, token, para mapabilis yung process. Nakatutok din po ba kayo dun sa mga government officials na ganun?
ARTA po yan, ma'am. Anti-Red Tape Act po yan. Pagka yung para mapabilis, nagbibigay ng regalo, bribery po yun. Hindi po considered tokens po yun, na gaya ng binabanggit ng ating Pangulo. Tokens of gratitude. Magkaiba po yun. Yung bigyang... So, yes ma'am, yung mga hinuli namin sa BIR, ganun po ang nature nun kasi nagbibigay para ma-clear or ma-settle at mapabilis yung kanilang mga transaction. Masarap pong hulihin yan kung mga ganon. So sa ating mga kababayan, please let us know. Punta ko kayo sa opisina namin, contact us on Facebook or text us. Kung meron pong mga ganong tao sa gobyerno na nanghihingi sa inyo, masarap pong huliin yan. And we've been working with law enforcement agencies to do that, like the NBI, the PNP, to arrest these people po.
Thank you po.
Okay, Tina, and then last na tayo kay Chona.
Sir, si Secretary Togadi po, maliban sa buong DOTr, kasama rin siya sa nagpa-subject ng lifestyle check.
Si Secretary, inuna niya, sarili niya, pati account niya gustong pabuksan. Iba ho talaga si King Arthur.
How
Magaling
about
talaga.
po yung ibang members of the cabinet? May nag-volunteer pa po ba o meron na rin kayong moto proprio lifestyle check?
Hindi ho. Wala pang ibang nag-volunteer maliban kay Secretary Piñol noon. And we've concluded that lifestyle check. This is not the first time that we have done lifestyle check po. Pumasa naman po si Secretary Piñol. He was able to defend and justify yung mga naging questions doon. So after that, wala na ho ibang nag-volunteer. Hopefully, meron pa hong mag-volunteer na iba.
Would you encourage them to lead the way since the President's campaign is anti-corruption?
Yes. That will be honorable on their part to do. Ano pong tawag nito? Maganda ho talaga yun if they do that. I'm not forcing them. It's their choice. Pero if they do that, then that will be honorable.
How about other offices under the office of the President?
Maganda nga ho lahat eh. Lahat tayo, lahat kami. Diba? So, para meron tayong moral ascendancy sa ating pamumuno.
Last na lang, sir, meron din Presidente binanggit dati, yung mga unwarranted foreign travels of government officials. Meron ba kayong mga inimbestigahan?
Meron po. Meron mga
Kumusta,
ganun.
sir? Ano kasi?
Sobrang daming travels. Ayaw ho ng Pangulo yun eh. And sino nagbayad ng travel, anong purpose ng travel, baka public funds being used for personal travels, lalo na ho sa isang government employee using public funds, hindi ho maganda yun. Ako personally, I don't go out of the country unless very, very important. Pag nakaisa ho ako ngayon taon, hindi na ako uulit unless mahalaga po.
So anong office in particular o ilang officials na yung hawak nyo inimbestigan related to foreign travels?
Foreign travels, siguro meron ata ho kaming 3 official na inimbestigahan related dun sa travels.
Ang results, sir?
Na-justify nung iba, yung iba hindi pa ho tapos.
Pa-update na lang po kami, sir.
Opo.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Commissioner, welcome lang natin yung PTV correspondent Dick Villanueva from France.
Welcome
sa briefing
France.
room.
Welcome, sir.
Yan, si Dick Villanueva. Last question na tayo, Chona.
Sir, clarify ko lang yung sinabi mo kanina that there is a cabinet secretary that you are investigating right now.
Oh, meron pa ho. Meron pang cabinet secretary.
How many cabinet secretaries are we talking about?
I think dalawa sila eh.
And this is because of corruption?
Oh, cases filed up with us.
Dalawang cabinet secretaries.
Merong complaint na i-file, so duty-bound kami to investigate.
Sir, secretaries, cabinet rank, secretaries, clarify lang.
Secretaries. Dalawa. Cabinet rank.
And who are they, sir?
Ano ho kasi, ang investigation namin cannot be revealed to the public until it has been submitted to the President. The President decides on it. Then it can be open to the public.
Arian?
Sir,
Okay na.
since when po nag-start yung investigation?
This year.
This year, sir,
Sumasagot naman po siya.
anong buwan po, sir, this year?
I think the case was filed in February.
February, sir. And then, sir, ano lang po, corruption po ba? Kasi yung nature, sir, na
Oh,
investigation.
yun lang naman ang nasa
hawak
jurisdiction namin eh.
Okay, sige, sir.
Who filed the complaint, sir?
Who filed the complaint? It's a private person who filed the complaint.
And yung nature? Nature, sir?
Ang corruption, ma'am.
Like what?
Hindi naman bribery.
Misuse?
Hindi ko na maalala right now dahil nasa investigation office namin. Iakit yung sa adjudication tapos dadalhin sa commission. So, I think,
Sir,
hindi ko maalala eh.
they're being investigated for what?
Corruption, 3019. RA 3019, diba there are acts there. So, 3019.
Clue?
Kasi
Ace.
Kasi alam niyo sir, ano lang, ang investigation kasi doesn't mean they're already guilty. So it's unfair to mention them and make them appear na corrupt. Kunyari bidding, 7 nagbid, 1 nanalo, 6 sasabihin dinaya sila. So corrupt ka na ba kagad? No? Sige, iimbestigahan natin. So look at the rules, were the rules followed, tapos anong ginawa, ano ang evidence. So, hindi dahil sinampahan ka ng kaso, guilty ka na po. Ganun.
And how close na po yung investigation na malapit na ba itong matapos? Or-
malapit na matapos to.
And then, are you going to review?
Then submit it to the President and then the Ombudsman. Kung ano mo sabihin ng Pangulo, yun pong gagawin namin.
Okay.
Okay, Ace, last question na.
Since February pa po ito, di ba? Yung dalawang cabinet officials ba, incumbent pa o baka may umalis na?
Incumbent.
Nandito pa rin po sila.
Sumasagot naman po sila.
Okay. Since ayaw naman ninyo identify, baka pwedeng anong cluster na lang sila they belong?
Sir,
Cluster na lang, that's broader.
Ayoko sir.
Economic, peace and security, ganun.
Hindi ko alam
Ang
kung
dami
ano eh.
nun.
Ha?
Economics.
Next press con. Next
Okay,
press con
okay.
baka meron
Okay,
na.
thank you, Commissioner Bellica. Thank you,
Salamat po,
MPC.
Thank you.
Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.
Salamat po. Thank you.